Hey, chickadees. Today, we're going to get plugged in. So, come on in and join us as we round this week out. All right, chickadees, welcome into today's episode. So, we're going to continue our exploration of listening to understand, and specifically with how we how we deal with self-betrayal and self-abandonment. So, I will tell you, on reflecting this week, most of my life I didn't realize I was betraying myself. I really didn't. And not just looking back on this life, but then also I remember several of my past lives and really looking back in those and actually doing a little bit of remote viewing and going back in time and looking at that. It was like, oh my goodness, I gave myself, my authenticity up an awful lot. So for me, it's not just a theme in this life, it's in other lifetimes as well. So yeah, that makes it a little complicated. It also helps me actually understand that this is part of the reason why this is a recurring theme this lifetime. It's not just that, it's a little bit more complicated than just, like, get it together, Molly. So, but the understanding and the allowing myself to take a new approach with it has been very liberating. So let me know how you found this in your life, if you've been kind of following the last few days and have had some insight that Spirit has given you. So, all right, so we continue our exploration. Today is actually the last day for it. We'll have a different theme next week. If you have an idea for a sub-theme, so we're going to continue with listening to understand, but if you have an idea on a topic underneath that umbrella that you would like to explore next week, please put it in the comments. Let me know. I will pay attention to it. So, okay, so we're pulling again from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Our spirit guides asked us to come back to this deck again today, and I have a feeling they're going to ask us to take 3 cards again today. That's kind of been their theme here in the last few days. So let's just see what happens. So, yep, okay, there's one. Oh, there's a second one. And we have a third one. I actually really enjoy it when they do 3. I think you get a little bit deeper understanding of especially some more complex topics. So I like that. There we go. There's the third one. All right. Thankfully, they're all in the upright today. Not that protection messages aren't good, because they are. It was just a little strange for me to have all 3 in the protection out of this deck, because I just don't see that very often. So that's all. But all the messages are positive, no matter if they're in the protection position or in the upright position. So, all right. So today we're going to start with our card number 1 is To the Sea, card number 7. So, To the Sea. And this is reminding us to get in and stay in flow. The flow of our life, the flow of our spirit, the flow of our energy. We have energy that comes up from the earth. We have energy that comes from the cosmos, and it radiates out into the world. So just letting it all flow. Don't, we kind of have to let go a little bit for that. So if we're grasping onto something, or, if we're feeling the weight of deadlines, which, what a crazy word deadline is, right? Nobody usually dies, right? Because of a deadline. So maybe milestones, like maybe you have a significant milestone that's kind of in front of you that you're needing to address and you get to address. But we can do it in a way that lets us be in flow and be in communication with Spirit. And it actually makes everything so much easier, I've found. So, so we allow the trust and faith of our guides, of the spirit world, and within us that we've built, that trust with our guides. We allow that to be the thing that helps us kind of move through as we go through this flow of life that's kind of like a river. And we talked a lot earlier about, the ocean. We talked about this last week, and then we talked about it earlier this week, right? We're actually going to this, the card literally is called To the Sea, right? So we're riding the river and we're riding to get to the sea. And that flow is so important, right? Because the river flows to the sea. But if you've ever been at that place where saltwater and freshwater mix, I don't remember the name of the place. I want to say it was near Tulum or in Tulum, maybe near the cenotes in Tulum, Mexico, where the saltwater and the freshwater mixed was incredibly full of life, right? And if we don't take the flow, we don't get to the sea. And so we don't have those experiences like where those waters meet and how rich that opportunity can be in that place. Metaphorically speaking, of course, the fish loved it because there was plenty going on in that location. I remember it vividly. It was probably 7 or 10 years ago. But I remember it vividly. It really left an impression on me because of how rich and how diverse the life was in that location. So definitely, go with the flow because it will delight and surprise you along the way. All right, card number 2 is card number 4. So the second card is card number 4. This is higher power. This is exactly what you think it is. So this is remaining in connection and in relationship with our higher selves, our guides, spirit, that whole world. And here's the thing. So I don't know who coined the term where spiritual beings have a human existence. And I know I've mentioned that many times on this channel. And I don't think it fits anymore. I think we are eternal beings having a temporary human existence. And that, for me, that's putting a little bit different spin and a different depth to it. And so this card is asking us to remember that fact, that we are eternal beings and we are here on this planet, playing on this playground we call Earth for a very short period of time, exploring concepts and ideas that we agreed to before we came here. And so it just reminds us to have that proper perspective about what our life is and remain connected to the fact that we are eternal beings, the fact that there is a whole lot going on right around us that we cannot see with our eyes and these three-dimensional eyes, or at least most of us, and that that provides a depth and richness, just like the To the Sea card, a depth and richness to our lives that once we connect with that and remain in alignment with that and in connection with that, that just really, it really enhances the everyday. So, all right. So here's the third card. The third card is card 34. This is a leg up. 34 is a 7. And a leg up is about understanding that the spirit world will bring people along your path at the perfect time to help you, to boost you up, to support you. And when I say to help you, I think it's important that we understand what that means, because it's not always going to take the form of somebody just standing there ready to help you, right? Or on call, or able to come in and support you emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever the case may be. In some cases, that person comes into your life for a period of time to teach you something. And it may not be comfortable, but it is still a leg up. So I've had this happen. I had this happen last year. I had an individual that came into my life for a relatively short period of time, and was just there to teach me, basically as a part of my soul contract, to lead me to the point where I asked myself a very serious question. Are you or are you not serious about understanding who you really are? That was the question. Now, they never asked that question. They weren't in my life to ask that question. They were in my life to create an environment, right, that was difficult for me and that brought me to the threshold where I could ask that question of myself. What are you going to do next? And are you or are you not serious about what you're doing? The answer to that question was yes, I'm very serious about really remembering who I am. And then the questions are, okay, so what are you going to do about it? So this is confessional time. So for me, the answer was, okay, I'm gonna get serious about this. And so, like, more serious. I've never not been serious about it, but it was like, I'm going to have intention and a deliberateness about what I'm doing that I've not had before. So I got coaching, specifically mediumship coaching and some more hypnosis, and it has made a tremendous impact on my life. So sometimes, and that's the reason I tell you this, because sometimes the leg up doesn't look like a leg up when it first comes, but it is always there to help you. So there are synchronicities that happen in our lives that bring people together in a way where they either overtly support you or covertly usher you to a new phase of your life. So chickadees, that is it for today. I hope you have a fabulous day. That's actually a wrap for the week, and we will be back next week with a new sub theme. So again, if you've got comments or if you've got ideas on a sub theme, please put them in the comments. So I'm happy to lean on spirit for all these, but also want to make sure that we're addressing things that are very relevant for you and what's going on in your life. So, all right, we are definitely trying to grow this channel and grow our community. So we are really trying to grow our community. That is one of the things I'm intentionally very deliberate about right now. So please join us, join the community. And we will see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Mwah.